All right, let's talk about building the perfect essay. I don't just mean writing one, I mean really constructing an argument that's so clear, so powerful that it simply can't be ignored. Today, we're going to break down the blueprint for how to do exactly that. You know that feeling, right? Staring at that blinking cursor on a blank page, just wondering, how do I even start? How do I take this idea I have in my head and build it into something that actually, well, stands out? Let's dive in. See, the real challenge isn't just about getting words on the page. It's about nailing two things at the same time. Having the clarity so your reader knows exactly what you're saying, and having the force so your argument actually makes them stop and think. It's really the difference between just being heard and being persuasive. So how do we get there? How do we find that perfect mix of clarity and force? What if I told you there was a blueprint for it? A clear step-by-step guide to building an amazing argument from the ground up. Well, there is, and we're going to walk through it. And this is it. It's a book called The Form of the Essay by Ray Luna Rodriguez. It's this incredibly practical manual for getting good at the argumentative essay. And just look at the cover, that classical column. That's not just for decoration. It's a huge clue about the whole philosophy here. And don't think this is just some stuffy book for academics. Nope. The principles in here are for everyone. Whether you're a student trying to ace a paper, a teacher trying to explain this stuff, or a professional who needs to make a strong case in an email or a report. Basically, it's for anyone who wants their words to have more impact. The secret sauce to this whole guide is what it calls a progressive structure. It doesn't just throw 1,000 rules at you all at once. Instead, it builds up your skills, layer by layer, starting with the absolute most important part, a solid foundation. Okay, so let's get back to that column metaphor. Every single great structure has to start with a solid foundation, right? Well, for an argument, that foundation isn't made of concrete and steel. It's made of pure logic. The book calls this the keys to reasoning, and the idea is simple. Before you even think about using fancy words or beautiful sentences, you have to get the logic right. You have to build your case on solid ground. So for example, if you're arguing for a 4-day work week, your foundation isn't just saying, it sounds like a nice idea. It's the hard data, the studies, the evidence that proves it boosts productivity. That's your solid ground. So once you have that logical foundation set, now you can start building upwards. And that brings us to the structure itself, the main body, the shaft of the column, if you will. This is where your rhetorical resources come into play. Think of these as your power tools for construction. This is stuff like using a perfect analogy to make a tricky idea easy to understand, or maybe arranging your points in order of importance to build to this amazing, powerful conclusion. These tools are what turn a simple pile of facts into an elegant, persuasive structure. And what makes this guide so great is that it doesn't just talk about this stuff in the abstract. It actually connects these big, timeless ideas from classical theory with modern, hands-on exercises you can actually do. It helps you apply these powerful concepts to your own writing today. Okay, so we have a foundation of solid reasoning. We've built a strong structure using our rhetorical tools. What's the last piece of the puzzle? Well, it's the finish. It's what makes the argument not just stand up, but truly shine. According to the guide, a really impactful essay stands on these 3 pillars. You need precision in your language, so you're not using vague words. You need force in your delivery to make your point stick. And you need absolute clarity in your message, so there's zero room for confusion. Let's look at a really clear example. On the left, you've got, it is a bad thing for the environment. Okay, sure, it's true, but it's kind of weak, right? Now look at the right. It causes irreversible environmental degradation. Wow, you can feel the difference. Irreversible degradation is specific, it's powerful, and it's way more persuasive. That's precision and force in action. And that brings us right back to our central image. A well-built argument, just like a classical column, is a thing of real beauty and strength. It's a timeless, effective structure that's designed to hold up powerful ideas and present them in a way that truly lasts. So now you have the blueprint. You know how to start with a foundation of solid reasoning, build it up with rhetorical tools, and finish it with precision and force. The only real question left is, what powerful argument are you going to build first?